Hello everyone, you're watching Purpose Block Media. I'm Herman Lefkada with the latest news edition. We will start off with the headline. Purpose Block ETH announced that the share sale of Kagabero Tower or TSM will be through auction. Purpose Block ETH made a presentation to senior officials of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia regarding TSM project. Purpose Block ETH signed a memorandum of understanding with Soul Rebel. Purpose Block ETH appointed Mrs. Bethlehem Talahun as the company honorary ambassador. We will continue with the first news. Purpose Block ETH announced that the share sale of Kagabero Tower or TSM will be through auction. The CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, announced that the share sale of the 115-floor tower planned to be built by Purpose Block ETH at a cost of 60 billion birr will be through auction. Purpose Block Media has more. Purpose Block ETH announced that the share sale of Kagabero Tower project will be through auction. The CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, announced that the 115-floor tower planned to be built by Purpose Block ETH at a cost of 60 billion birr will be auctioned. At the tower, which will be built as the International's Farmer Appreciation Tower, the chief executive stated that the company will give a 4-bedroom apartment for the company's shareholder who will invest 35 million birr, and a 450 square meter penthouse for individuals who will invest 55 million birr. And for people who wants to invest more than that, in addition to housing, offices and shop will be built according to the needs of the individuals. When people buy share of TSM, Purpose Block will give them gift. We are not selling real estate property. The real estate are gifts, so when people invest 35 million birr, they will get 250 square meter 4-bedroom luxury apartment on the tower. Or if they invest 55 million birr, they will get 5-bedroom penthouse. Or they can choose office, and they will get an office in one of Africa's biggest property. Or if they want shops, they will get 100 square meter for 15 million birr, and they can buy more than that, depending on how much they pay.
Depending on how much they pay, property.
Dr. Fisa Ashatu said that the bidders can make the payment in 3 ways. He explained that first, they can make the full payment directly, and second, they can complete the payment within a period up to 2 years, and the other option is that the person can borrow the money from banks and become a shareholder. There are 3 types of payment option. The first one is they can pay by themselves based on how much they have and based on their interest. So self-payment is one. And the second one is we are working on franchise, and a person might come and invest within a payment period of 2 years, and it is also self-payment. And the last option is bank financed, which we exclusively offer to you as Kagabero Tower Loan Product or KTLP. A person might take a loan from you and invest in the tower, and they can become a shareholder.
As far as we are concerned, he's a shareholder.
Dr. Fisa added that the winner of the auction will be the one who has completed the full payment first. The bid is clear. People bid on how much money they will make down payments and how often they will pay. An investor who is willing to pay fully will be given priority first, and an investor who will pay by using another option will be given second priority, and the third will be on how much money they will make down payment and on how often they will pay. So it's clear. The CEO stated that this new share sale process will be open for 1 month, starting from April 9 to May 8, 2023. Individuals who want to participate in the project by purchasing the auction document, he stated that they are required to pay 1% of the total payment within the specified period. He added that the auction will be open on May 11, 2023, in the presence of bidders and their legal representatives. The duration for those who wants to pay the bid bond for 1% of the total will be from April 9 up to May 8, 2023. The bid will be officially open on May 11, 2023, and it will be a 1-month campaign. Dr. Fisa Ashatu said that individuals who will be the winner of the auction are required to pay their full payment within 15 days after confirming their victory. If they win the bid, they will have to deposit the money within a period of 50 days. It will be remembered that Purpose Block ETH announced the project called Kagabero Tower on December 23, 2022. Purpose Block ETH made a presentation to senior officials of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia regarding the same project. The CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, gave a presentation to the Deputy President as well as other officials of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia regarding the sale of Kagabero Tower at the company head office. Purpose Block Media has the detail. Purpose Block ETH made a presentation to the senior executives of the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia regarding the same project. The CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, gave a presentation to the Deputy President of the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia and other senior officials of the company regarding the sale of Kagabero Tower project at the company head office. In his statement, the CEO stated that Purpose Block ETH wanted to do the big sale of Kagabero Tower project with Commercial Bank of Ethiopia because the bank has the largest financial capacity among the banks in Ethiopia, and it is widely accessible throughout the country, and also in view of its great initiative to fulfill its social responsibility as an institution. He explained that the company chose the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia first and made it possible to come forward with this huge project.
Exclusive offer now. Exclusive.
The reason why we want to work with you exclusively is that because Commercial Bank of Ethiopia has a greater capacity than any other banks. As a partner, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is our preferred partner. To do this project, we're not only seeing this project, we have a lot of projects, so we exclusively chose you because of the capacity you have. And if Commercial Bank of Ethiopia doesn't respond within 1 week, we thought we will open it for other banks. And the other is that to sell this tower or to build this tower, if every branch of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia sell one loan, the tower will be built. You have almost 1,800 branches across the country, and if they sell it, the tower will be built. And it's a done deal. Your capacity is to that extent, and you have a wide range of accessibility. And the biggest one is based on the corporate social responsibility. And based on the corporate social responsibility you have. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia as a government bank, the things we are talking about now resonate you and Development Bank of Ethiopia. Agriculture is the pillar of our economy, and if we want to change agriculture in the process of lifting the majority of the society out of poverty, I believe that this is something that you love to work on. Plus, if we create unique and creative things, you have a mandate on which 5% of your loan portfolio goes to agriculture. So we are presenting a proposal on how you can benefit the farmers by giving the loan without contacting the farmers directly on how you can minimize the risk.
ሌላ ሰው ተበድሮ ብድሩን ተበድሮ እንዴት ገበሬው መጥቀም እንደምትችሉና እናንተ ሪስካችሁ ሚኒማይዝ ልታደርጉ የምትችሉበትን ፕሮፖዛል ነው ያቀረበው።
Dr. Fissa said that the reason why Purpose Block ETH made the sale of the tower a bid is to enable individuals who are interested in participating in the project to have a wide choice. He explained that because the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, which has more than 1,800 branches across the country, if they work together with Purpose Block ETH on this project, the bank will be able to get foreign currency and it will create an opportunity for the bank to be able to move a lot of money.
Manage millions of transactions. ይሄ ትራንዛክሽን በነገራችን ላይ አንድ እኛ የምናወራ ያለነው ስለ አንድ ቢልዲንግ ማሰራት።
We are not only talking about building one tower. Through all this, we are talking about millions of birr transactions because in the future, out of the 60 billion birr, 20 billion birr will enter for a business in the agriculture. Agriculture is a business that will turn over within 3 and 4 months, so it will generate money. The tower by itself has 1 billion of transaction, and I will leave the transaction related to agriculture and consumptions to you. From the farm to agro-processing, e-commerce, and distribution, it will be in trillions, and all this is an inclusive business that we are bringing to you. So we are not talking about billions, we are talking about trillions. So we are thinking to do all these transactions through your banks. This is not the only thing. In the future, when we bring 1 million farmers, and in the process of how to enter it into your system, we can mandate their payment through your bank. You just don't keep the property and sell it. It's bring dividend, and since it's an investment, it has returns. So it will also bring liquid returns to you.
Dividend የሚያመጣ ነው. Since it's an investment, return አለ ማለት ነው. ዝም ብሎ ፕሮፐርቲ ዘመን የሚቀመጠው ጉዳይ አይደለም። ስለዚህ ለእናንተ ሊኩዊድ የሆነ ሪተርን የሚያስመጣ ነው።
In addition to this, the CEO of Purpose Block ETH said that since the bank will start operation in the West African country of Nigeria in the near future, if the bank will be able to work together with the company, it will try to achieve its goal of reaching the entire continent beyond Ethiopia.
ሌላኛው ትልቁ ኦፖርቹኒቲ ደግሞ ኤክስፓንድ ትሮት አፍሪካ ፐርፐስ ብላክ አሁን ፐርፐስ ብላክ ናይጄሪያን
The other bigger opportunity is expanding throughout Africa. Purpose Block is expanding Purpose Block Nigeria. So in the process of that, it will give the chance to foreign investors to enter to this thing. And also an export. Black people should also trade together. Why do we always look for a market in Europe and America, where there's a lot of market of 1.4 billion people, where we can invest? We assessed Somaliland recently, and there is a big market there, and we will work on that together as an inclusive partner.
As exclusive partners.
Dr. Fasaha said that the bidders will deposit their money in a blocked account, and if the company fails to fulfill other conditions including sufficient funds to start the work, the bidders will be refunded their money immediately, and all individuals and institutions participating in this project can bid without the risk of bankruptcy. One of the proposals that we have presented to you in order to gain public trust is to open a blocked account. The blocked account will be closed until we get the land and start work. It is also a guarantee for the person who invests. There is nothing that they will pay ahead of time. They buy 1,000 bir bid and a bid bond of 1%, and after that, they will submit the bid. So there is no risk. The bid will be open on May 11. At that time, it will be known whether it is successful or not. And if it is not successful, the money will be returned to them. Mr. Mengistu Lema, Deputy President of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, said that business activities should be broadly focused on the private sector by saying that they understood the presentation that the idea brought by Purpose Block ETH is very admirable. He said that in order to be able to work together on projects in the future, he said that they will discuss it with the President of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia. Finally, the CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, responded to various questions to the top officials of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, and the program was concluded. Purpose Block ETH signed a memorandum of understanding with Sol Rebel. The argument took place at Purpose Block ETH head office in the presence of Dr. Fisa Ashatu, CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Mrs. Beteleem Telahun, the founder and owner of Soul Rebel, and other senior officials of the company. Purpose Block Media has the detail. Purpose Block ETH signed a memorandum of understanding with Soul Rebel. The argument took place at Purpose Block ETH head office in the presence of Dr. Fisa Ashatu, CEO of Purpose Block, and Mrs. Beteleem Telahun, the founder and owner of Soul Rebel, and other senior officials of the company. On that day, the Chief Executive Officer of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, stated that Purpose Block ETH was established with the aim of solving the problems of Black people economically, and said that it is working with various stakeholders to economically enrich our country and our continent. Therefore, he said that the argument made that day is a part of that, and that they will do many works together with Soul Rebel in the future.
Purpose Block ከመጀመሪያው ጀምሮ ሲጀመር ሀሳቡ ምንድነው?
When Purpose Block was established from the beginning, the idea was to create a platform for collaboration to solve the problems of our country and our continent, and also to solve the problem of Black people at the international level. Since entering Ethiopia, it has been doing many works with different partners by making cooperation argument on the principle of let's work together, and we are following the principle as a culture that can bring about change. And as one part of that principle is that we met today to work with you, and we are very happy to reach the stage of argument to work. We hope that the argument that we will sign will help us to make big initiatives. The founder and owner of Soul Rebel, Mrs. Beteleem Telahun, said that the agricultural sector in Ethiopia is capable of doing many works, and that her company will do many works together with Purpose Block Ethiopia in the future. With the venture that you have started, I have the idea that we can work together to empower many people with our ability and desire. Apart from the work that I do, there is a situation where it is possible to do work that has a lot of opportunity, especially in the agricultural sector. I'm sure that we can change the life of many people by using the projects that we have and the other project that we will create with you and the opportunity that have been given to us for this reason. And today, we have taken the first steps. We are going to sign this memorandum of understanding and then we will be able to design other projects together. Thank you very much, and I look forward to work with you and seeing the change together.
ስለዚህ እጅግ አድርጌ አመሰግናለሁ ከእናንተ ጋር ለመስራትና አብሬ ደግሞ ለውጦቹንም ለማየት እጓጓለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ።
Purpose Baki TH appointed Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun as the company honorary ambassador. Purpose Baki TH announced the appointment of Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun, the founder and owner of the world-renowned Soul Rebel footwear company, as the company 11's honorary ambassador. Purpose Bak Media has more. Purpose Baki TH appointed Bethlehem Telahun as the company's honorary ambassador. Purpose Baki TH announced the appointment of Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun Alemu, the founder and the world-renowned Soul Rebel footwear company, as the company's 11th honorary ambassador. Dr. Fissa Ashatu, CEO of Purpose Baki TH, who spoke first at the ceremony, thanked Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun for agreeing to become the company's honorary ambassador in recognition of the company's great goal. Dr. Fissa Ashatu added that in addition to Soul Rebel Footwear Company, Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun, who is also working on other agro-processing products, including the export of domestic coffee under the name Garden of Coffee, has been appointed as the honorary ambassador of Purpose Baki TH. He said that the company appointed her as honorary ambassador of Purpose Baki TH, believing that she will constantly promote her country beyond herself at the international level. Mrs. Bethlehem Telahun, the founder of Soul Rebel Footwear Company, expressed her happiness at being appointed as honorary ambassador for Purpose Baki TH, which brought an idea that could change the life of many citizens. Because the field of work in which Purpose Baki TH is working is where she can personally contribute a lot. She said that the ambassadorship given to her by the company is different from all the previous ones.
ፐርፐስ ብላክ ትልቅ ዓላማ ይዞ የተነሳ ድርጅት ነው።
Purpose Black is a company that is established with a big goal. When this huge company invites you, it's hard not to accept it. And my success is because I am working with the society. I came up with a business model in order to solve other people's problems. And when this kind of huge company with big vision invite me to work as a partner and appoint me as their ambassador, I accepted it happily. I've been ambassador to many companies, but this one is different because there is a lot of areas that I can contribute, and I happily accepted it.
እንዳየኸው ሞቅ ባለ ሁኔታ እንግዲህ አልቋል ማለት ነው ሰረሞኒ።
In addition to this, she said she is currently discussing with Africa 950 Fund to prepare a fund that can elevate the food shortage in Africa. Mrs. Bethlehem said that the meeting with Purpose Baki TH, which is working directly with farmers to make the cost of a living a history, brought her a great joy.
እኔም ባለኝ ኤክስፖዠር ወይም ደግሞ ባሉኝ በማገኛቸው መድረኮች
With the exposure I have and with the stage I find, I have learned a lot of things. And beyond that, beyond my companies and beyond the work I do, whenever I have the opportunity to serve others or to work with other people, I happily do it. The biggest problem in Africa may be food shortage, housing problem, and the manufacture sector is not working properly. So there will be many things we bring from other countries and so on. And we were talking about setting up a fund, and that fund is called the Africa 950 Fund. It is a venture. We plan to work not only with big companies in Africa. We came across with Purpose Black when we started planning to do jobs from agriculture to manufacturing, and we will form a joint venture with other people to create a joint venture. Since you are one step ahead of us, we wanted to leave our mark there, and it aligns with the work I have started. And second, Purpose Black also is trying to bring more farmers to the market, and having my mark on it is really something that I really want. So I'm really excited.
ማርኬቱ ለማምጣት ብዙ ጥረት እያደረገ ያለ ነውና በዚህ ላይ የኔ አሻራ መጣሉ በጣም በደስታ የምቀበለው ነገር ነውና ኤክሳይትድ ሆኛለሁ በጣም።
Dr. Fissa Ashatu, CEO of Purpose Baki TH, invite the public to participate in the dinner program that will be organized in the name of the legendary and popular singer Mahmoud Ahmed. The CEO told Purpose Black Media about the crowdfund dinner that the company will host to build the first sustainable rural community. Purpose Black Media has more. Dr. Fissa Ashatu, the Chief Executive Officer of Purpose Block ETH, invite the public to participate in the dinner program that will be organized in the name of the legendary and popular singer artist Mahmoud Ahmed to raise up to 1 billion Ethiopian birr. He told Purpose Block Media about the crowdfund dinner that the company is hosting in the name of the legend artist Mahmoud Ahmed to build the first sustainable rural community.
We're going to have a very huge event, which is crowdfunding event to build the first sustainable rural community in the name of Gash Mahmoud. And I strongly urge Ethiopians to partake on this event.
Dr. Fasaha stated that Purpose Block ETH is using a unique model to help people out of hunger sustainably by using a business model.
It's a very unique event whereby we're going to be using the Purpose Block model to get thousands of people, hungry people who are now in shelters, get them out of that one and impact and change their lives forever, sustainably. So I think people should be excited about this thing, and the way we want to do it is not by donating or by handing out, no, by investing. So it's a very unique paradigm shift, whereby instead of making people dependent, helping people to become independent. This is essentially what we are trying to change.
In addition to becoming Purpose Block ETH shareholder by purchasing the prepared tickets, he asked everyone to leave their mark on the ongoing process to change the reputation of our country.
I invite people to really part of this process, buy the tickets, and in fact, the tickets are shares. Nobody has done that before. It's going to be the first time that the tickets of an event are going to be giving you a share. So a certificate and things like that, making you a shareholder of a company. So this is the first kind of event, and we invite everybody to be part of this process and part of not only this, but an exciting Pan-African initiative and a global initiative that we have started. And hopefully people respond positively to this one.
With this regard, Purpose Block ETH signed a memorandum of understanding to work with Ethiopian Women Painters and Sculptors Association, the Ethiopian Singers Association, and the Ethiopian Musician Association, as well as Ethiopian Painters and Sculptors Association to run the modern farmers' village that is going to be built smoothly. During the argument, the CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fasaha Ashatu, conveyed a welcome message and said that the memorandum of understanding signed on the day was designed to make the modern farmers' village that will be built in the name of the legendary and popular singer Mahmoud Ahmed a success. Welcome. We are signing this agreement in order to create a situation where you can work these things with us as owners, especially since you are close to the work that Mahmoud Ahmed is doing. I'm sure that we will achieve this thing. And on Gash Mahmoud Ahmed village, construction and income generating dinner will be commenced. The president of the Ethiopian Women Painters and Sculptors Association, Artist Sanafikish Zaleka, the president of the Ethiopian Singers Association, Artist Agai Ishatu, the president of the Ethiopian Painters and Sculptors Association, Artist Aklilu Mengistu, the president of the Ethiopian Musicians Association, Artist Dawit Yufro, expressed their gratitude to Purpose Block ETH that is designing this project to build a modern farmers' village in the name of artist Mahmoud Ahmed, and said that this will mean a lot to the professionals in the art profession. Purpose Block has proposed a very noble idea. I thank Purpose Block very much, and I really appreciate it. I think one of the things that we need has started now. What you stood for now is more than anything to me. The artists added that they will cooperate in the process of building a modern farmers' village in the name of the legendary and popular artist Mahmoud Ahmed. As it has been said, there should be our contribution to the village that will be built in the name of artist Mahmoud Ahmed. All the points presented in the argument are very noble ideas. Not supporting this thing is a crime in itself because it is a project that transcends the name and work of Mahmoud Ahmed, and on top of that, it is a manifestation that will benefit more than 1,000 farmers. So I believe that this project is beneficial for us and for Ethiopia in general.
ስለዚህ በጋራ ተያይ
I think that we will bring our country to the heights we dream about.
እሳታለን ብዬ አስባለሁ።
We will work together happily. If Green Ethiopia is created, we will all be happier than anyone else. Purpose Block ETH officially launched Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform. At the third round discussion forum with different bank representatives, Purpose Block ETH announced the establishment of Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform. Purpose Block Media has the story. Purpose Block ETH officially launched Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform. Among the projects which has recently been implemented by Purpose Block ETH as a sustainable economic development solution is Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform. This program is run by inviting banks that are interested in developing clusters into large commercial farms organized by Purpose Block ETH under Kagabero Integrated Extension Program. It is to be recalled that Purpose Block ETH held the first and second round discussion with banks in the presence of Dr. Fisa Ashatu, the company CEO, and various bank representatives and senior officials of the company. Therefore, on March 23, 2023, a third round discussion forum was held at Purpose Block ETH head office, and on that day, the establishment of Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform was officially announced. At the forum, the CEO of Purpose Block ETH, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, said that Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform has been officially established and said that banks can only be members of the platform based on their desire. And he said that by working together, they can increase the agricultural sector.
እዚህ ፕላትፎርም ላይ ባንኮቹ ሜምበር የሚሆኑባቸው
On this platform, the banks can be a member by only their desire. In the process of financing agriculture, if we work together, first, we can develop better products and services together. And second, we can pool our resources and distribute them accordingly. In particular, we can share our experiences in engaging in agriculture.
አግሪካልቸር ላይ ኤንጌጅ ከማድረግ አኳያ በተለይ ተመክሮ ካላቸው ብዙ ነገር ኤክስፒሪየንስም ሼር መደራረግ እንችላለን።
The chief executive also mentioned the various options that Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform will create for banks, thereby creating business opportunities in rural areas. It is a business opportunity. You can expand your loan portfolio by entering the rural areas. Our interaction with different banks, most of the banks, especially commercial banks, do not have much experience in agriculture. So the creation of this platform is a good opportunity for you to fulfill your mandate. Dr. Fisaha said that Purpose Block ETH is working to change the life of farmers and to make the cost of a living a history. He said that instead of the current situation where the farmers is working in a scattered manner, it is working in cluster and working in a coordinated manner to increase the productivity of farmers by designing a project called Kagabero Integrated Extension Program. When Purpose Block was established, it is majorly intended to do two things. The first is to change the life of the farmers, and the second is to make cost of a living a history. And the biggest concept we are doing is to change the life of farmers. The farmers is currently using subsistence farming. They are not financed, they don't have insurance, and they don't get input support. They are not mechanized, and we cannot deal with every farmers. And in the process of transforming farmers' life, if we want to change the life of farmers, we can make this subsistence farming into a cluster and change it from cluster to commercialization. To do that, we have to organize farmers. Therefore, one of Kagabero Integrated Extension Program tasks is to organize 1 million farmers in 100 cluster and manage 10 cluster in one unit. The CEO pointed out that farmers who will be included in Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform will mainly agree to work together. From the beginning, Purpose Block has said that it is a concept of working together with you. And when we establish this platform, we want to work together, so the farmers must believe in that principle and do what is required for that. The concept we thought was the requirement. If you want to be in cluster, all the farmers who are side by side should be able to work together by merging their land. But what is the condition? Without giving up their ownership, they all put their lands together and sign a contract to work together. When 100 farmers sign with us, the cluster will automatically be established. So it is their own company. And second, they have signed to work together.
ስለዚህ የራሳቸው ካምፓኒ ነው። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ አብሮ ለመስራት ተስማምተዋል።
With this regard, the Chief Marketing Officer of Purpose Block ETH, Mr. Tadele Saifu, told Purpose Block Media that Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform was officially established in the presence of different bank representatives. He said that Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform will provide financial support to Kagabero Integrated Extension Program that the company is working on to benefit farmers and to increase productivity. Purpose Block Media has the detail. With this regard, the Chief Marketing Officer of Purpose Block ETH, Mr. Tadele Saifu, told Purpose Block Media that Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform was officially established in the presence of various banks. He said that this will be convenient for banks to implement the law set by the National Bank to invest in the agricultural sector.
ዛሬ እንግዲህ ባንኮቹ ተገኝተው ፕላትፎርሙ ኦፊሻሊ ተቋቁሟል ወይም ደግሞ
Today, the banks have been present and the platform has been officially established. So the banks have a great contribution to make the clustered farmers financially supported. There is a law that states that the bank must transfer 5% of their loan portfolio to the agricultural sectors, and there is an opportunity for them to give loans, and there is a need for us. So if we establish a cluster financing platform and invite them, it means that we have created a favorable environment for them so that they can work in this favorable environment.
አድርጋቸው እኛ የተመቻቸው ሁኔታ ፈጠርንላቸው ማለት ነው። ይሄ በዚህ የተመቻቸው ሁኔታ ውስጥ መስራት ይችላሉ።
Mr. Tadele added that the main purpose of Kagabero Agriculture Cluster Financing Platform is to provide financial support to Kagabero Integrated Extension Program that the company is working on to benefit farmers and increase productivity.
ከገበሬው ክላስተር ፋይናንሲንግ ፕላትፎርም የተቋቋመበት ዋና ምክንያት ፐርፐዝ ብላክ እንደምታውቁት በዚህ በሰፕላይ ሳይዱ ከፍተኛ ስራ መስራት አለ።
The main reason behind the establishment of Kagabero Financing Platform is that Purpose Block is mobilizing 1 million farmers. As it is known that we need to do a lot of work on the supply side. After these farmers are mobilized, 100 cluster will be formed. And this cluster will be given 5 main packages. These packages are capital intensive. First, they can provide them with finance, and second, they provide them with insurance. And third, they can provide them with input supplies such as fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, and based seeds. And thirdly, they can provide them with mechanization from tractors to combiners. And up to 37 million birr is needed to develop one cluster. And we want to develop 1,000 clusters at Ethiopian level.
አብረን ማልማት የምንፈልገው ማለት 1 ሚሊዮን ገበሬዎችን በመቶ ስታደርጊ 1000 ክላስተሮች ይመጣሉ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ነገሮች በሞላ ማልማት ስላለብን የግድ ትልቅ የፋይናንሻል አቅም ይፈልጋል ማለት ነው።
He said that Purpose Block ETH has signed memorandum of understanding with various banks and stated that they will continue their operation as they are. And he said that all banks should sign on the form prepared for the platform as it will work differently from Kagabero Agriculture Financing Cluster Platform.
ከባንኮች ጋር በተለያየ ሞዳሊቲ ነው የምንሰራው። ከሁሉም ባንኮች ጋር በግል የምንሰራቸው ስራዎች አሉ።
We work with banks in a different modality. There are works that we do personally with all banks. For example, we can deploy them into different investments. For example, we have signed with the Development Bank of Ethiopia before, but we signed in a way that is beneficial even for cultivating the land in their hand. And the stated area of collaboration will continue to exist. Since this is specific to cluster financing, only those who have signed before must sign this thing. But it does not violate the other agreement. In addition, we are having a discussion on this platform to discuss how to proceed and to make certain decisions during the discussion. And there are those that we have signed, and the one to enter on this platform doesn't conflict with each other. It is complementary to each other.
እነዛና በዚህ ፕላትፎርም ላይ ደግሞ የመግባት እንትኑ አንደኛ አይጣረስም፣ እርስ በርስ ሰፕሊመንት የሚደራረግ ነው። ሁለተኛ አንዱን አይሰርዘውም ማለት ነው።
Mr. Tadele stated that there are 4 different options for the banks included in the Kagabero Agricultural Financing Cluster platform to become members. Thus, the first is observing member, or those who attend every meeting and give comments, and the second, financing member, or those who facilitate and provide loans to Kagabero Agriculture Financing Cluster platform. And the third, the company is including in a model called the franchise of Kagabero Agricultural Financing Cluster platform. And the fourth is to combine one or the financing members and investing members.
የሜምበርሺፕ አይነቶቹን ገልጸንላችኋል። አንደኛ ኦብዘርቪንግ ሜምበር ሆነው መግባት ይችላሉ ዝም ብለው እየተሰበሰቡ እየሰሙ
We have explained the type of membership to them. First, they can enter as an observing member, and second, they can become a financing member. They can finance, arrange loans, and give loans. And third, not only investing members, but financing also. We have facilitated another model. We are preparing a model called Cluster Financing Franchise. We will introduce it to them. They can enter into investment. And fourth, they can participate in financing and investing. The platform is not legally bound. It is a loose platform, so everyone was invited.
የተገኙት አካላትና ኢንተረስታቸውን ገልጸው ዛሬ መገኘት ባልቻሉት አባላት አማካኝነት ፕላትፎርሙ ተመስርቷል ማለት ነው።
And he said that NIB Bank and other banks have informed them by a letter and that they have agreed to become members.
ቀጣይ እንግዲህ የሚከናወኑት ውሳኔዎች አንደኛ ዛሬ ያልተገኙ ሰዎች እና ደብዳቤ ያላስገቡ ሰዎች
The decision that will be made are for those who were not present today and have not submitted a letter. They have been asked to submit a letter by next Thursday. If they submit a letter by the next Thursday, they will become a founding member. And after that, the platform is open to any banks, and we will promote it a lot. We need to talk to microfinances and discuss with them by calling a meeting. Therefore, we will not establish another platform for that purpose. We will include them in this platform. Therefore, the platform is open to any financial organizations. There may be other financial organizations with interest, and we may discuss what kind of modality we will accept from them. And our next work on this platform will be to invite others and approve other agendas for those who are ready and are founding members.
ሌሎችን መጥራት ባለው ላይ ደግሞ ኦልሬዲ ያሉት ላይ ደግሞ ፋውንዲንግ ሜምበርስ የሆኑት ላይ ደግሞ እየተመካከርን ሌሎች አጀንዳዎችን ማጸደቅ ይሆናል ማለት ነው።
Thank you for staying with us. Till next week news, I'm Hermel Lefkat.